Hi there, it's Elaine here. I'm back again with a collage challenge by the lovely Lee's Art Studio and Art and Junk Journals with Julie, and it's the July prompts. I know on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, I did say I'm not going to do any more prompts, but this is the last one of this type, and I thought, well, I kind of fancied doing it because I quite like the style, themes and the colour this month, so I thought I'll give it a go. I'm going to keep it fairly simple, fairly straightforward to do, and there's going to be a lot of yellow because that's the colour for this month, as you can probably tell by this. Eclectic is the aging period this month, and mixed patterns, clashing colours, anything really, so I'm going to go with that. Spring, I'm not doing an awful lot of spring, but I do have washi tape, so yellow, as far as I'm concerned, is spring, and that's the colour this month. Paper is book pages, text, other languages, and the image focal image is plant, flower or tree. Well, you'll see where I'm going with that one. Marks, scribbles, doodles or random marks, I don't really do much of those, and you know, I'll be using various washi and stuff like that, so I don't think I've got anything else that I'm going to use, because I haven't got any in the yellow colour that I wanted to. I've gone a bit full on with the yellow, to be honest. And the shape is circle or oval, so as you can see, I didn't cut that very oval, but it was oval to start with, but I wanted to get rid of the white. So we're going to work in my big Gertie, or Gertie and Flo as I sometimes call her, and I'll put this next to it because I'm going to show you what I've got. It's actually on my page, so let's concentrate there. Well done. Right, so as you can see, I've gone a bit full on with the flowers and the yellow. I still need to cut them out properly. I've just sort of randomly cut them out. That one I'm going to put on, actually, I'm just thinking now, is it a bit dark? Can you see what I'm doing? Because I just realised I've not got my light on. Let me put my light on and see if it makes any difference. I think we're going to do a double page. Right, I've decided to turn the light back off again. Don't get quite so much glare then. And the sun keeps coming in and out, so I've taken my basket that's in front of my window, so I'll get a bit of light from outside coming in. So I'm hoping that's a bit better. And right, where was I? I've got lots of yellow flowers, and I do have more with me, but I think I'm going to go with what I've got here, and I'm going to do the flowers over on this page. This page is one of my, what do you call them, patchwork papers, and where's my thingy gone? There it is. So book text, book pages, book text, other languages. I think I've got that covered really, because this is Dutch, and I've got music paper and generally bits of gardening books and all sorts of various things on that page. And this is obviously a book page because I'm going to keep that one whole, and that's going on this side, on the brown packing paper side. And she comes from a magazine that the lovely Trudy sent me. Thank you, Trudy. I am finally getting around to using some of your magazine cutouts that you sent me. I love the pattern on her dress, which I thought was a bit eclectic, and I do need to cut out my flowers a bit better, and that one's sort of cut out. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use that one anyway. So what have I got so far? So I've got Eclectic with her, and I'm also going to show you what else I've got. I've got a load of circle stencils of various types. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to do any stenciling in the background yet. I haven't quite decided. But what I have decided is I'm going to use, one of my favourite artists is Kandinsky, and I bought this book when I went up north, my up north video, my book haul video. If you want to watch that, I can link it down below. I bought this thinking it was more of the stuff that I particularly like. I like his later work really, and this is how he started. So this sort of stuff isn't really me, with the horse and stuff like that. There's quite a lot of that. So what I've done is I've gone through the book and I've pulled out some pictures that what I'm going to do is cut out some circles from the paintings, the ones that I'm not quite so keen on. I do like them, but I can use them as eclectic patterns and stuff like that. And I thought I'd show you some of the things that I do like. This one is one that I like, and this is more towards his later works, how he, you know, I suppose how he got to do his later works. Some more there. These are all ones I've pulled out of here. And this is, I love this one. This one's lovely, this type of thing. And so these are kind of his composition pictures, paintings that he done. And I just thought I'd show you a few that I particularly like from here. And these are the ones I like, the patterns and stuff, but I'm not that worried about the paintings. So I've just pulled out a few that I like. So yes, that's my Kandinsky book. I mean, there's lots of this sort of stuff in there, and I just, it's not me at all really. There is more things in here I like, but yeah, there's a lady on a horse. Oh, where'd she go? Where did she go? There she is. I mean, they're great. I do like them. I'm not a horsey person, I have to say, so they don't really appeal to me. Sorry, I don't know if you're getting glare or not, but I thought maybe you'd like to see my Kandinsky book. It's a nice big book, and I bought it specifically to pull apart and use in my journals and things, which I actually haven't done yet. So the plan with this is to see, this one's got quite a lot of yellow in it, and I'm gonna punch out circles out of some of these pictures, because, you know, once you take out a circle from something like this, it's just a mixture of patterns really. It's not a picture anymore. So these are some of the ones that I pulled out, and a lot of them have the yellow in them, but they do have other colours. This one's got circles in it, so I quite like that one. A lot of green on that one though. This has got some nice bits down here. I'm not sure about that one, whether I'll use that one or not. Or was it that one? It might have been that one. It's got some really nice, this looks like a rainbow, doesn't it, up here? Love this one. It's got a great amount of yellow on there, and there's some yellow and dark patches. So obviously once I pull the circles out, which I might start doing, but I've just realised I haven't bought my big hole circle punches up. I've only got my little ones up here, but we'll start doing some, I think. So if I cut the picture out, you can probably hear the birds because they've gone a bit bonkers at the moment, and the sun keeps going in and out. And actually I'm waiting for my shopping to come, so I'll probably have to disappear. Not that you'll notice, but I will have to go and get my shopping in and come back later on. But we'll see what we can get done. I've got about 20 minutes and I need to go back in the house. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with this one because I've got this size. And where do we want? I quite like that tree, but you can't really see it as a tree, so I might leave that one. And I quite like this one up here. It's got a mountain in it and some clouds, so that's quite nice. So I'm going to leave that one because I quite like the tree. Let's see. Oh, go in. Yeah. Right, we'll leave that one for a minute. This one's got lots of yellow on. I have lots of bits of paper. I think we'll go out here somewhere, get a bit of blue. Oh, actually, let's do that. There's a sort of flowery type thing there. Get in. Oh yes, that's good, isn't it? I'll have that one. That looks quite good. And I quite like this jumble of colours here with the blue and the yellow. That's quite interesting. And let's do a little tiddly one. So I want to do some different sizes. That's quite cute. I think that's a dog by the look of it. We'll put his eye in. Sorry, I'm getting a bit dry. Right, that's better. Had a bit of a drink. Right, now then, I like this down here with that red blob on it. And she's got sort of orange and reds and all sorts of colours in her dress. So you know, that's what's making me kind of pick the sort of colours that I've already got going on. Let's take that edge off. And everybody thinking, oh my god, what's she doing to that paper? You know, these books go into the charity shops, and look at that, that's a really good match, isn't it? And people throw them away because, or they give them to the charity shops for their own reasons, obviously. And I don't have any problem cutting them up because I'm reusing them in a way that, you know, otherwise they would just go into landfill. So I don't feel that I'm... Got to make sure I use the right side now, haven't I? Because the other side's not too bad either. I want some bigger ones as well, so I'm not going to cut them all because I want some bigger ones out, some of those. Otherwise I'll have all the same size and I don't want all the same size. So, I hope you're all well. I've been having a little bit of a rest from videoing, partly because there's been quite a lot going on here and I just needed to chill out a bit, I'm afraid. It's not just health matters, it's, you know, my own mental state hasn't been particularly good, I'm afraid. And I just needed a bit of a break. My mojo's not been there at all, to be honest, and I just didn't... the thing is, at the moment, my door still needs doing. I was hoping it was going to get done about a week or so ago, and it all went a bit pear-shaped here at the house. at Thornton Towers, and I didn't get it done, but I won't go into that. But I'm hoping that maybe we've got some nice weather coming again, because the trouble is it needs to be done when the weather's good, because obviously my door opens out to the outside. You come in through my door here, and then that way goes into the garage. So it's a double kind of entrance basically. So I just needed I might get a little one out of that one. Just going that way like that, maybe there, just there, lots of yellow. I'm going to cut some bigger circles out of these ones, because this one, it has got a circle on it. Am I in frame? I'm recording on my new phone again, and so the frame is different from my old phone. I think I want some big ones out of that one, so I want to get some of this spotting and stuff like that, and maybe even some of this, I don't know yet. So we'll do that one. So we've got a few circles to start with, so I can show you what my plan is. Get rid of that. So she's going on this page in front of these yellowy flowers, and move that over there. These flowers, I think I need to fussy cut them out properly. I've only just roughly cut them out. That one might be going up there, and this one I'd like sort of in the middle, and we can put that one down there. I'm not quite sure whether I want this one at the moment. I haven't quite decided. I might do that, I don't know. So I'm going to go with lots of yellow flowers. So I don't know, but the idea now is to slot in circles behind them in various places, and there'll be a mixture, and they'll make, hopefully the yellow will pop a bit better, and just they'll be poking out all over the place. I say I'm not quite sure if I want that one yet, so I kind of want this one central, because I'd still like to see some of the text and the background as well. Obviously that one will be cut out better, and I think I'll have her going probably over her arm over the page, so I've got to place them all where I want them. And I've got a few washi tapes out in yellow. As I said, we're going for the full-on yellow, but there will be splashes of colour because of the eclecticness of, you know, some of these circles. I'm not quite sure if I'll put any over there, because she's already, you know, a bit wild anyway, and yeah, I'm going to use some bigger ones. So, you know, I've got quite a lot going on there really, and at this stage we've got eclectic. Spring, I've not exactly got spring flowers, to be honest, but they are flowers. Spring and flowers go together. The yellow is what I class as spring anyway. Yellow, so the book text and everything is already on that page. I'm not going to do scribbles, probably doodles or random marks. Circles I've got, washi I've got in replace of probably the scribbles. Everything else I've covered here, and it's just basically putting the page together. So that's where we're going to go. I'm going to go off now and fussy cut them and get my big hole circle punches, bring them up, and then I'll lay it out a bit better so you can see it once it's all cut out properly, and and then we can glue it down. So I'll be back once I've cut them all out. So we're now evening. I've got my shopping in and had tea, and now it's dark and I eventually come back up here. So I cut out those from my 2.5 inch punch, and I've got a 3-inch punch as well, which are the really big ones. That one there is a big one. So I think I've got what I want, where roughly. Yeah, I'm still tweaking about with it. I think the trouble is I've put the circles underneath, and I think I've decided to take this one out because it was just taking over really, and I wanted the circles to be a major part, but I also I still wanted the flowers to show up, you know. So I think what I'll do is tweak it about a bit as I glue it down, but it's roughly kind of where I want it. I found this is my little mini printer, not my phone memo, the other one, what's it called? My Sprocket. And so it's like a photograph, and it's got a nice yellow tree and a yellow field of some sort of flowers or whatever, I don't know. I found a little yellow tulip. It's on a bit of a napkin. It was a row of tulips, and I just took out the yellow one. And so there's my spring, because tulips are springtime, aren't they? And I do like my tulips because they're my favourite flower. And I've got a few over this side round her legs, and there's a couple up here and down the side that I will pop into place there. Or I don't know, I don't know. I'm still tweaking it. I might kind of put a half circle in there or something. I've still got a few that I haven't actually used, so we'll put that one back there for a minute. I did actually drop one on the floor, but I forgot to pick it up. But there's a few here and there, all tucked underneath, and some are tucked underneath, some are tucked on, some are on top, and so gluing it down is going to be a bit of a pain really. That one's holding up my little tear there, covering up my little tear. So what I'm going to do, I have bought my Distress Oxides up. I've got a fossilised amber and squeezed lemonade, which are my two yellowy colours, and this one's more of a kind of a mustardy colour, and then that one's quite a bright yellow. But I was going to put some on this page, but I don't know whether it's a bit too much yellow. I was going to do some circles, because also the thing is, with this being round, I was going to sort of spin it on the page to make circles. So I don't know, I might still do that. But most of these are underneath the flowers, except for the few that are actually covering the ends of the flowers. So I might be able to be selective of what I put down when. So obviously this cluster here are all underneath the flowers, so I can take those flowers off. This one and this one are kind of on top a little bit, because it goes over the leaf a little bit there. So those ones I can't put down yet. And this one, I want the tulip on the page. This one is over the top of that flower, which are over the top of the other flowers. So that can come off. And this side isn't a problem, so I can glue that side down, no problem really. And I would like to, maybe I'll take the flowers off here and just glue down everything that's on the page right now, except for her. I will sort her out in a minute. So I'd like to get this one down so I can see whether I can put some Distress Oxide paint blobs, circles underneath, just to kind of, because it's quite open, I just feel like it might need a little one here and there. So yeah, I think I might do that. So let's see if I can take that off without moving the circles. And I'm going to glue everything on the page now, right now. Right, let's put some more under there. And a little bit under here. And a little bit under that one. And a little bit under that one. It's just that I kind of got the circles way up I wanted them. So I think what I'll do is we'll push it back up again. I am going to get my glue stick out for my little bit of tulip in the corner there, and we'll glue stick that down in that corner, because it's got a fairly straight edge, because that was the edge of the let's put it down a little bit, edge of the napkin, so I'll put it about there. Hopefully it's in the right place. That's got its own sticky. Right, so that's those on. I think what I'm going to do is I'll glue this side, and I will probably speed it up. So now that's on, I can kind of realign it, because my tall one here's got a little bit, I nearly cut through it. I didn't quite, but I nearly did. So this one goes over this side, doesn't it? Like that. This one goes here. So I've got to remember where they all are now, where they all go. This one goes there. And then that one went under there because it was a lot of green. And then this one went on the top of that. No, that's not right. Yeah, I think it went like that. So it's like a little cluster there. I think that's sort of it. So we could put some around here and see how that goes. Because actually now I am thinking, because I'm going to put some washi tape on here, but it's mainly plain. So that's plain, that's plain, that's plain. I didn't have a lot of yellow. That one's a zigzag. Oh yeah, there's me spotty one as well. Some spots. That one needs the top removing from it. It's been up here. So that's a nice spotty one. We'll probably use that one. Right, so if we use the fossilized amber, which has got a slightly oranger look to it, and I need to fill it up. It's getting a bit dried out. This is the trouble, because I'm not using them enough. Right, so I think we'll try and see if we can get one there. Yes, that's worked quite well. And where else should we put one? I haven't really got much here, so we'll put one there. and we might pop one in there, and then we can put those ones sort of over it a bit like that. That one that way, that one that way. So that's quite good fun. I think we need one under this flower here somewhere, maybe a few. Maybe we can put some of the squeezed lemonade on now, just kind of over the top. Let's see if I can smudge it. I probably will. I haven't used this one much. Oh, that's nice. I think I'd like some down here. And obviously there's no point in putting them underneath something, you won't see it. So that's quite nice there. I want that way. So maybe we could just pop another one in around here somewhere. And I think actually it's gone on another page, but never mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Another one there, I think. And I think we'll call it done. It's probably much too much now, but there we are. I've done it. I've done it. I've done what I wanted to do. Right, well we can actually let that dry, and so I'll glue this side down, and I think what I'll do is I'll just speed it up and I won't do any talking. I'll just glue. Right, now then, have we dried, or has this dried enough to be able to be stuck down? Probably not. Probably not. So this particular flower is mainly going underneath these circles here. These ones are these ones here on top, and then this one can be put down underneath. Now then, that goes that way like that. Right, oh, let's stuck that bit down. Keep doing that. Right, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to stick this top of this circle down, and that bit should be done. Right, so he goes up there, and that's working out really well because that means her hand isn't going to go over it, which is something I was a bit unsure about. Maybe can come up a little bit. I'd like to see the D. I don't know why, I just do. And I think that is where I want it. And in this one goes over the top of that. There's that. And they go like that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I don't need that. So we should be able to glue our hand down. I'm not quite sure if I want to go round the circles with a doodly, scribbly. Actually, what I can do is this one really's disappeared under there. I might try it on that one and see if I like it. Let's see if I can find a pen that works. Most of these pens up here have been here so long, they're probably dried out. Let's see if that one works. It does, it does. Not sure if I'm very good at that, but there we are. Only half of that one. Right, kind of like it. Just highlights them a little bit and because they cross over. Oh, that wasn't very clever, Elaine. I'm not very good at this. I don't do a lot of doodling, I'll have to say. But at least I've actually done some, which is unusual for me. I think I've got them all. That'll do. That's my doodling. Done. I'm done with the doodling. Right. So, let us put a big flower on. He's under there, like that. So what I'm going to do now is I don't really want to move it again and try and realign it, so we are going to do it from the bottom up. So this is broken here, so I'm going to do it like this. And I know it seems a bit cack-handed, but it does work because it's in a place where I want it. And just carefully place it back down like that. And then I can do the same with this one. And the only thing left now is probably my washi tape. Even though I did a bit of doodling or scribbles or whatever you want to call them. So I have done all of them now, I think. Eclectic, spring, yeah, because I've got my tulip now and the yellow. And my book page, text, languages, that's on the page. Plant, flower, tree, I think I've done flowers, don't you? So scribbles, doodles or random marks, so I did sort of scribbles really. Circle or oval, yeah, I've done that. And we can still put washi tape on. I probably won't put much on, but I would like to put my dots on because it is circles. This is naff, completely naff tape. So I'm going to tear it. As you can see, it's literally paper. It's not really washi tape, it's paper. But I quite like that about there. And I'd like to put some down this side here. So I think it will just come straight up again. Yep. It's a very cheap washi tape. So I'm going to kind of put it over a little bit further that way. and we'll do the same on this one. That'll do. That will do. I think we've covered the yellow, don't you? I do believe we have. So we might like a little bit of a close up. And this one's not quite so easy to do because of my wires. Oh, not the glue over. I must do me beads. Here's my tassels. I must get some beads on. Let's just see if I can get it properly in frame. Yeah, I think my battery's getting low, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. I think we're done, and I think my battery's about to die. I've just seen my 20% pop up, and I'm going to leave this right here, and I've covered all the prompts. I'm quite happy. I just wanted to go full on with the yellow, and I seem to have achieved that. And also with the flowers and the actual busy patterns. So this was really fun. I really love, I mean, I've done a couple of yellow spreads, and I've always loved them. So, and I think I just love this dress. So thank you, Trudy, for sending me this lady, because her hair's funky too, and I really love that as well. So she was a fun magazine print, magazine image that Trudy sent me. I'm not sure if I said that earlier on. I think I might have done, but Eclectic, yellow, circles, flowers, washi tape. I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed that. I had a bit of fun, and that's what's important to me right now. I was watching Julie's video, and she said she's got something slightly different planned for the rest of the year. She's not going to be rolling the dice and pulling out from her sheet, so we'll see what she comes up with, and I'll let you know if I'm going to play along or not. I'm really determined to use up some of my washi stash, use stamps and stencils and things that I haven't used for I don't know how long. I mean, you can see my oxides, I thought they were a bit dried out, but I think they're okay. It's just that I haven't used them for so long, and I really do need to, because what's the point in having them if they all dry out? So I'm going to be using my inks a bit more, oxide inks, because I love the oxides. I've got more colours in the oxides. I don't have an awful lot of distress inks. I've only got the little small ones. Most of mine are, I've just bought some of the new ones that have just come out this year. I've just bought the, what's it called, something Mariner, which is a dark tealy colour, and I couldn't get hold of the saltwater taffy, but I've got it this time, which is a salmony sort of pink colour, and a couple of others. Oh, Villainous Poison, which is a purple, which came out at last October for Halloween, and I think there's another one. I can't think what it's called. So yeah, there we are. What I really want them to do is produce a really deep red, like a burgundy red. There's barn door and there's cherry or something, berries or something red, but I want a really deep dark burgundy type of red. So Mr. Holtz, please produce a dark red. and I'll be very happy. So yeah, yellow it is. That's pretty funky, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to press the like button if you did enjoy it. I would love you to subscribe if you haven't already. So I will see you next time. Don't forget to come back and see what else I've got going on. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.